Apocalypse is directed by Bryan Singer and stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Rosie Byrne, Jennifer Lawrence. Those are the people from this movie. And a whole bunch of other X-Men characters. And it's about, Apocalypse. Over years ago, there had been the first mutant who was seen as a god, but it has fallen asleep for many years and has woken up to wreak havoc on the earth as he thinks that mankind has followed the wrong path, that he's going to change everything that he thinks is right into his. And the X-Men have to stop him from destroying all of Earth and creating a new one that will be even worse. Now, I had low expectations when I saw the mixed reception of X-Men Apocalypse. I was still really excited back then. I was still excited to see the movie. I just kept my expectations low after the mediocre reviews. I had to say, I was blown away by this movie. I have to disagree with critics on this. This is a great movie. However, it's not a perfect movie. I did have some flaws, mostly with the pacing of the movie, and we'll get to that. But let's talk about the positive first, because there is a hell of a ton of positives about this movie. For one, McAvoy and Fassbender's on-screen relationship. Flawless. Every scene that they're in together is just great. With not only are their performances in the movie are so great, but their characters are well realized again, like in Days of Future Past and the first two X-Men movies. Even though there were older versions of themselves in those first two X-Men, yeah, whatever. So, what other positives do I have? This is the most action-packed, in my opinion, X-Men movie to date. I mean, all the action in the movie is fucking awesome. And Quicksilver, he had more screen time in the movie, and I didn't expect him to top the kitchen sequence from Days of Future Past. And they did. Fucking Bryan Singer, you son of a bitch. You still got it. You still got it. If you are gonna make a Quicksilver movie, make it like what that scene was. For once, Fox have done something better than Marvel, which is Quicksilver. But while there's lots of great stuff in the movie, including the story as well as the villain, there are two negatives about this movie that I had to address. And only two. That's it. Apocalypse. Okay. I have no problem with Oscar Isaac in the movie. His performance as Apocalypse was so menacing. And the way they set him up in the beginning of the movie is actually, in my opinion, really well done. Because you get a lot more character development. You understand where he's coming from. And when he realizes that everything is not the way he wanted, and as peace and humanity, he decided to to make everything as he thought ought right. But his motivations are sometimes not clear in the first half. Like, there's some scenes with him that I can understand and something that I cannot. In the first half. Because that first half of the movie was dragged on. There is good stuff in the movie, in that first half, like the humor, the setup for the characters. It's just that they did a bit too much of that, and they dragged on even more and more, and it left me hungry. Like, when is it gonna pick up the pace? And that's not a good sign in a movie like this. And I think that what critics are being drawn out of from this movie, why it didn't got that many positive reviews. But if you're like me and you want to stay through the whole movie, then after one scene with Magneto in the Force, which I would not spoil, I was hooked. The rest of the movie, I pretty much loved. It is a great X-Men movie. Just that first half was just a little rock climbing, and you were left answering questions unanswered. But that is good. You're supposed to feel like that, and then later on in the movie, you're like, oh, that is why. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I really think that X-Men Apocalypse is a great movie. Is it the best superhero movie of this year? Well, no. I still think that Captain America Civil War is the best movie of this year. In comic movie of this year. X-Men Apocalypse was pretty much a close call. But it wasn't able to be just as good as it could have been. If the pacing did not drag on in the first half, then I would have given this movie an A or an A+. But since it's not a perfect movie and I still have those two flaws, I'm going to give X-Men Apocalypse an A-. I'm sorry for angle change, it's just that I had to do a bit of stuff before I leave. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. And also that Quicksilver scene I had to mention one more time is awesome. Okay, last goodbye. Ciao, ciao.